PA bunch shot is the second play in our gun bunch halfback strong scheme. Here again, you're going to take a look at a variety of setups, but as the gameplay goes on, yet again, aside from these setups, you're going to see me doing a lot of different things that are really just because of the way my opponent is playing. You're going to see random little out route, a hitch route, a flat route, random motions for blocking, etc., etc. These are my ideal setups that you saw at the beginning, but we really want to keep our opponent on his toes. As I mentioned in the previous video, more than any Madden ever, really need to make sure that we keep our opponent guessing as to what we're going to do. Now, this route here by Circle is one of the better backbreaking routes in the entire scheme. It must be user defended. And as you can see right there, I kind of delay a little bit. He bumps him, and we all know that if a defender bumps a receiver, he's not going to be able to regain his steps, so he's going to be out of the play. So I end up hitting him for a big chunk of yards. Now, I've actually seen on Twitter a lot of really top players saying, oh my god, I'm struggling against a D-line user, etc., etc. And D-line users can be pretty tough this year. As you see right here, I'm facing a D-line user. He ends up sending 6 guys, and we're sending 3 guys out on routes. So as you see, we just sit in the pocket, and because he's using the D-line, he absolutely stands no shot of getting a stop on this play. That's why I love to motion the tight end over and then have the running back blocking, because again, we only send 3 routes out against a defensive line user who clearly would have gotten pressure against me. As you can see right here, he's wreaking havoc on the outside. He's getting that position. If I don't block my guy, he's right in there at the quarterback, and the play action has a big role in that as well. And Circle is going to be open all day long. So whether you're in a CFM with guys that use the D-line, whether you play online, just like a lot of other people, top players that are saying that they're struggling against D-line users, and that is true. The tweets are there. You can see them. A lot of top players are talking about that, and Circle is going to chew them up in the biggest way. So here is one of my favorite setups, and that's because we've got a lot of quick reads. As you can see, the guy was hiding on the defensive line, and that is the first thing that we need to do when we run this play, is recognize the user on defense. Because if he goes to play Circle, we need to consider our options a little better. Now here, he runs over to the other area, and Circle ends up getting open. Now, this is a route that no matter how covered it looks, it's going to get open if there's no user there. Whether it's man coverage, zone coverage, if you let him wait even just the last 5 yards of the route, he's going to gain that separation. You can throw it early over the middle like this if it's open, or more importantly, you can wait until it gets to the sideline. So that's another reason. As you can see here again, take a look at D-line user, obviously causing trouble for me. It's only 7-7. We're almost at halftime, and I'm struggling. So he ends up breaking free, but he's using the D-line. So I go to this play, and then we end up hitting Circle, and he doesn't stand a chance. Now, obviously, there was a chance that he could have sacked me there. It was very, very close, and that is why I like to keep the play action, motion the tight end over, get the extra blocking against a D-line user, and then he's really going to have no shot at all at sacking you whatsoever with his defensive lineman, and then Circle is there for us just to eat with, basically. Now, we've covered Circle on this particular play. Now we want to take a look at Square, which is the post route, which is another backbreaking route. I'm going to motion Circle over because sometimes he is going to get open. But if our opponent really starts to pay attention to Circle a little too much, then of course we can hit him with that backbreaking route. As you can see right here, he's in a nickel 2-4-5. He's in some sort of zone. He's trying to make it look like he's running mid blitz. It's 2nd and 22, and he just overcommits. And here we only send 3 guys out, and we could potentially hit Circle because we've seen that his user is not on him. But we've got Square as a backbreaking route, and I end up hitting it for a touchdown. It's a really fantastic scheme. I mean, all these little short little dink and dunk routes, flat routes, etc. And again, just like every scheme I've ever done on offense in Madden, every single one, ever, it's all about over effective routes. It's all it's ever been about for me in Madden. Little glitchy little speed ins and speed outs and this, that, and the other thing. Just routes that are really going to break a defense down. You know, all you have to do is run a couple things and then just hit them with that one route every now and then, or have a route in a play that no matter what you do offensively with all of your other hot routes, you have that route that is going to beat your opponent over the top or just get open. Even if it's a little bit of a deeper slant, like a post or something like that, a skinny post, something like that, that's glitchy, that's really going to keep your opponent on his heels and just have no idea how to stop you. And Gun Bunch Halfback Strong has that in spades with all of these different routes. So I hope you guys are enjoying. If you haven't seen already, I have a website. It's mrsmith26.com. I actually put it in the description. And I sell ebooks on there for very low price. I have a Jacksonville defensive ebook that's up right now. It's only $8.99. I've also got a Houston Texans offense coming out. Probably in a couple weeks or so. I'm going to South Carolina for a little bit. So I'm not going to be able to get that out right away. That's going to be $10.99. A lot of these other ebooks are about $25 that you find out there. So if you like the content that I provide you guys, definitely check out my website, mrsmith26.com, and see what you can come up with. Now, I put this as priority over my Houston offense because I really know that it's been a while since I've shown you guys some videos here on the YouTube, and I wanted to make sure I give you guys something really nice before I go.